Hi everybody and welcome to our Married to Wine vlog. Needless to say, this certainly does not look like our back garden where we normally do our vlogs from. We are at a very special special place in the Ney Valley called Leipzig. Not that it needs a Leipzig winery, not that it needs any introduction. And we are here with the proprietor, the winemaker, the enthusiast, the lawyer of Leipzig, Vian Bester, who runs the helm at the moment at this property, and there's some very interesting wines. But that being said, Sam has got a few things that she'd like to say about the property, and needless to say, Vian will obviously give us his opinion on what we're tasting, what we've tasted.
Well, before we put the man to the word, driving here over the mountain from where we are in Somerset West and like descending into this valley, isn't it just beautiful? And it was the first rains in the Cape, and we were so excited to see how lush the environment looks. And when you drive into Leipzig, it literally takes you, like it almost swallows you into this valley of where you're excited. And as you go closer with the car, the mountains become bigger, and you know that there's some, like, you know, you've got big expectations. And well, we had 7 vintages of the Leipzig white.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, Vian, Leipzig. What does Leipzig, the brand and the wine, represent to you?
No, I think it's maybe first off, we remind ourselves constantly that we live in a beautiful place, and we do that by purpose, because it is beautiful here. So absolute privilege to live here. I think Leipzig, for me, a lot about quality, a lot about the history. I think the history is important. But we are sitting in 2022, so it's important to keep up with the times as well. But I think we look back at our history, and that's why we are here, and that's what we are. So yeah, I think that's maybe summing it up in a few words as possible. So sure. Yeah.
Well, you shared something with us that we definitely didn't know, and that was the Queen's 21st birthday celebrated on African soil.
Yes.
But where did the Leipzig come in?
Yeah, so the story is told, the royal family on their visit to South Africa. Elizabeth was still a princess, a 21-year-old princess, and they enjoyed the old White Leipzig. I have a bottle here, probably dating from the 1940s, that the royal family enjoyed on 3 occasions during their visit. They visited the town of Worcester. White Leipzig was served to them. They visited Matjiesfontein. White Leipzig was served to them, and apparently the wine was served again at the banquet held for Elizabeth's 21st. So we always say wine fit for a queen.
So Vian is very modest, I must admit, and seeing, you know, he's holding probably one of the oldest Leipzig bottles. I'm actually holding the 2021 Leipzig. And needless to say, 6 of these bottles are actually going to be sent through back to the Queen.
Quite correct. We reached out to Buckingham Palace last year. We received a beautiful letter back with Her Majesty's best wishes, and indicating that Her Majesty is very interested to taste the new wine. So we will be sending the first 6 bottles from the line very soon, hopefully within the next month or so. To be enjoyed by the Queen.
Well, let's raise a glass.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Folks, this is literally just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, please follow Married to Wine, and we have so many interesting things, so many interesting factors that we're going to be mentioning about Leipzig. I mean, tonight we're going to be enjoying a banquet dinner that's celebrating White Leipzig, right? And like Sam and I normally are, we miss the memo with regards to bringing something white. So we might be the sore thumbs out at this whole banquet, but needless to say, I trust that the wines that we're going to be having this evening are going to be superlative. The food is going to be out of this world. And last but not least, the company is what matters. So to you and your family, thank you very much for having us. It's a privilege. I mean, we've just done a vertical of 7 vintages. If that's anything to go by, we're seriously looking forward to the rest of the afternoon and the evening. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. The vertical tasting was absolutely for me. Please come again and we can do something else. Maybe some red wine or something.
That'll be super. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Okay.